Welcome back to Blitz History, the series where we talk about real-world counterparts for the vehicles in World of Tanks Blitz. Today we'll be covering the Tier 6 French tank destroyer, Charles, from the current Battle Pass. Unlike the majority of wacky Battle Pass vehicles, Charles is actually based on a unique, real-world conversion of the M10 Wolverine that isn't otherwise in the game. This vehicle was called the Achilles, and it was used by the British in the Second World War. Although the base model of the vehicle is the American-built M10, the British swapped out the original 3-inch gun for their 17-pounder, the same one in the Archer and Sherman Firefly, which was a very similar conversion. The 17-pounder was able to deal with German big cats like Panthers and Tigers much easier than the rest of the Allied guns at the time. The additional weight of the 17-pounder meant a larger counterweight had to be attached at the back of the turret to keep the gun balanced. Also, the recoil of the gun was solved with the iconic 17-pounder muzzle brake. Strangely enough, the armor of the Charles is far thicker than the normal M10, even though they should be identical, except for the mantlet, where the Achilles had an extra 17mm. This change in the armor was most likely for balancing reasons, as fighting Tier 6s and 7s with a thinly armored Tier 5 hull would have been very frustrating and unfair. The armor thickness isn't the only inaccuracy, however. The French never used the Achilles. The British used it, of course, as well as the Canadians and Polish, and some were used by the Israeli armed forces in the Suez Crisis. But I wasn't able to find any record of this vehicle in French service. I'm sensing a pattern, wargaming. It was used in France, so it's not too ridiculous for it to sport a French flag, but it still seems a little strange. But other than a couple of historical inaccuracies, the tank is pretty cool. It's nice to have the Achilles in the game, even if it's under a French flag, and the in-game model looks really good. Anyway, thanks for watching another episode of Blitz History. If you missed the first episode, you can find it in the description or the iCard in the top right. If you have any additional information on the M10 Achilles, such as its French service life, if it actually had one, leave it in the comment below. As always, I'm the Tank Nerd, and I'll see you in the next video.